Now we come to the final part of this. What can be done? What can women do? Defend men from other women. Just as random men come like lemmings to defend and protect some random woman that they don't know from even so much as the belief that another man will assault a woman, the same thing needs to happen in reverse. Every time a woman raises her hand to a man, throws a drink in his face, pushes him, etc., women come like cavalry and beat the female assailant to within an inch of her life, just as men have been known to do, like reflex action in defense of women from other men. What can society do? Not accept this as okay and normal. If women really are equal to men, then they need to be treated as equal even when it does not favor them, but becomes a flat detriment to them. The prevailing mantra from the 60s till now is women are equal to men. I see no asterisk saying if and only if it benefits women, especially at the cost of men. Eliminate the Violence Against Women Act and make one that is completely gender neutral in its wording so that the arrest rates of domestic violence can reflect the independent data that shows domestic violence is roughly equal between men and women. Women are far more likely to use weapons, inanimate objects to assault with, and for what it's worth, even though this is about men, for what it's worth, they're far more likely to abuse children. Where the bigger and stronger argument used against grown men free falls. This is despite the fact that men rarely, if ever, report domestic violence, and anything that can be considered as assault on an officer can be considered assault on a civilian. I found that one out from a sergeant, I believe he's actually a captain, but I say sergeant, of the Montgomery County, Maryland Police Department. One of the departments, one of the districts, whatever. I'm not trying to out him, so I'm not going to be specific. When I was working at my previous job, the security job at Whiteflint Mall. What can men do? Simple. Stand up for yourself. Stand your ground. Stand up for yourself. Let's use me, the writer, as an example for this. I am 6'6", at currently, well, today, 11/8/2013 at 11:54 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 300 pounds even. And I know 5 martial arts. If none of that is a repellent from anyone, man, much less woman, attacking me, why should it be a repellent from me defending myself from assault if I so choose? I'm not a punching bag, so I'm not going to suck it up, or let it go, or anything else. I'm not sheep that needs herding here and there, so I'm not going to walk away. Not going to walk away, run away, hop, skip, or jump away. Fact is, this wouldn't happen in any other environment I own and or have control over, such as my car, room, etc. Why? Because I wouldn't be able to blast off fast enough. If I was to get physically assaulted from a woman, it would have to be in a public place and most likely on public property. That being said, yeah, basically what I'm saying there is there's no way in hell that would happen in my car, that would happen in my room, in my house, anywhere. That being said, I have just as much right to be out in public as the previous person or the next person. I pay taxes, both the legal and illegal ones, and I follow the laws, again, legal and illegal ones. Then there's the fact that I have the natural, legal, biblical right to defend, well, God-given, I suppose I should say, God-given right to defend myself from harm, especially physical. Another thing is to not disintegrate from guilt trips. This is back to, again, what men can do. Another thing is to not disintegrate from guilt trips, ad homs, or other shaming tactics in any form or fashion aimed at destroying your mental balance and clarity. The simple fact is that women don't care about the fact that I'm bigger and stronger and probably faster than them, in addition to knowing how to fight. If women don't care, why should I? Size and strength doesn't matter, so say so many people ranging from martial arts / combative arts Or its world to thugs on the street. Almost everyone says that. It shouldn't matter now just because the women are on the receiving end of punishment that they bring on themselves roughly 9 times out of 10. Nowhere else in nature do you see the stronger entity taking an assault from the weaker and doing nothing to defend themselves. Even if they can, suck it up. It's not seen in nature, it's not seen between nations, it's not seen in the real world. Replace me for yourselves in this formula for what men can do to fix this problem. A final warning. If you do decide not to be a scratch post for women and defend yourself when assaulted by women, know that there will be men that will attack you for doing so, despite the fact that you have the right to do so. Despite the fact that you have the right to. In that case, I suggest you get a weapon. Find out what you can legally carry and carry it, be it a gun, a knife, crowbar, lead pipe, whatever. When it's you versus a mob of God knows how many people, simply because you decide to defend yourself from assault and the person you defend yourself from happens to be female, at that point, any lawyer worth a trillionth of their weight in gold will be able to get you off scot-free no matter how much deadly force you use. Finally, this is the day and age of video. Not only that, but 1080p video and sound. My international version Samsung Galaxy S3 can record in full 1080p at 30 frames per second at least. In today's day and age, there is no reason why everyone shouldn't have a phone that can record HD video and sound. This means that all men should have some device to video record any altercation that happens with anyone, from cops to women especially. Again, it was video evidence that saved the life of Rayon McIntosh, the guy in the McDonald's case. I'll have a link to that. The Cleveland bus driver, yes, him too. Forgot about him till just now. Wrote that in there. And the man at the Jets game. The charges brought against him, I don't think any charges were brought against him, but it probably died if it did, due to the video. Dogs are now man's second best friend. The first is a video camera with sound. The clearer the video and sound, the more of a friend to man and to you. Okay. I could write more, but I'm about to go to the gym and lift some weights. In addition, if you don't get it by now, you won't get it. Or you choose not to get it. So I'll wrap this up. I'm an advocate for men defending themselves from assault, especially from women, just as they're able to from other men. And as women are able to do from men as well as from other women. Simple as and of, nothing more, nothing less. So for all of you people that are going to come with, hey, he's saying to beat women. No one should have a problem with what I say in this musing or video for anyone hearing me read this instead of reading it on my blog, because I am not calling for pitchforks and torches to hunt and get on a hunt to get vaginas on a stick. For the women that do not ever physically assault men, they have nothing to worry about, as self-defense, what I advocate, requires you to assault men first. You don't need defense to attack somebody, but defense requires somebody to attack, or else it's not defense. Yes. For anyone that disagrees with anything I say in this video, I will accept intelligent rebuttals, no emotional foolishness. If need be, get your testosterone up and estrogen down. Video responses should be automatically approved. My last word on the matter is this. For slow roasting contemplation, like just let it soak, steep, slow roast in your mind. And that's this question. What does a dog do best when it's cornered, being threatened with attack, and no one comes to its defense?